Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday morning, the 1st of May. Even though we have turned the calendar from April to May, we continue to have some cold air across the U.S. For the next several days, coldest air mass relative to normal will be over the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S., well below normal temperatures for the next several days in that part of the nation. This follows back-to-back soaking rain events in the eastern states during the past few days here, Friday, Saturday, and then again Sunday into late last night. Some heavy rain, soaking rain for the Mid-Atlantic, for the Northeast U.S., and it's all followed now by very cool and unsettled weather pattern for the next several days, really with a daily chance of showers, even into the urban corridor, the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. There will be some instability showers. And in many of those higher elevation locations, interior locations of the Mid-Atlantic region, of the Northeast U.S., it'll be cold enough for some ice pellets to mix in, graupel, some snowflakes to mix in for sure. Upstate Pennsylvania, for example, upstate New York. Watch out for some frozen precipitation mixed in with rain in these instability showers over the next several days. Where the story is told here by just looking at the 500 millibar height anomaly map for this morning. Again, Monday morning, May 1st. A very, very widespread and large and deep upper level low situated right over the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, impacting the Mid-Atlantic, the Northeast U.S., and it really just sits and spins for a few days. That's why it hangs around. We'll see kind of like lobes of energy just rotating around the main upper level low right here. Here's one kind of piece of energy rotating around by the time we get to this evening, Monday evening. And then we've got another little wave of energy here. This is all using the 0Z run, the operational run of the GFS from last night. And this is now Tuesday morning. Yet another kind of lobe of energy rotating around, just spinning around the main upper level low, which at this particular time is over the eastern Great Lakes. Now we're into midweek on Wednesday. Still, that's the dominant player. By the way, at the same time, another strong storm system nearing the California coastline. And here we go all the way into the day on Thursday, still hanging on with below normal heights, below normal temperatures across the Mid-Atlantic region, Northeast U.S., and now California is starting to get impacted by this next storm system that pushes in from the Pacific Ocean into California by midweek. We'll go out a little bit farther in time, all the way out to the end of the work week. Still a little bit hanging on here along coastal sections of the Northeast U.S., but we'll probably have to wait until Friday, maybe Saturday, for a complete lack of a chance of showers in much of the Mid-Atlantic region, Northeast U.S. Certainly today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be unstable enough cold air in the upper part of the atmosphere to cause some instability showers. And again, those instability rain showers can be mixed with ice pellets or snowflakes, interior, higher elevation locations of the Mid-Atlantic, of the Northeast U.S. Upper level low still impacting California, Southern California, by the end of the work week. Well, let's take a look at the 850 millibar temperature anomalies as we begin the new week, as we begin the new month of May. A widespread, colder than normal air mass. Philadelphia, for example, is supposed to have afternoon high temperatures around 70 degrees at the beginning of the month of May, and we'll be lucky to get out of the 50s in the Philly area later on this afternoon, and again on Tuesday and Wednesday. It'll be a struggle to escape the 50s, and again, climatological high temperatures right around 70 this time of the year in Philadelphia. Here we are this morning, and we'll just move forward here. Remember, we saw those upper level lobes of energy rotating around. Well, that will continue this below normal temperature pattern in the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S. right through midweek, probably right through Thursday, and it'll be Friday and Saturday before the weather really settles down. Here we go all the way into Friday, and then finally into Saturday morning. Still some cooler than normal conditions hanging on in the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, and all this out in California, the southwestern states associated with that Pacific Ocean storm system that moves in during the middle of this week. Well, now let's take a look at the surface forecast maps. If you wake up this morning in the I-95 corridor region of the Mid-Atlantic region, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, you may see plenty of blue skies. That will fade away quickly. As soon as the sun starts to heat up the lower part of the atmosphere, it'll encounter some unstable conditions. It'll help to form unstable conditions with cold air in the middle and upper parts of the atmosphere. All you need is a little bit of daytime heating down the lower part of the atmosphere. You steepen that lapse rate, and you'll start to see big cumulus clouds forming by the latter part of the morning. And those cumulus clouds can produce some instability showers later on today. And the same kind of weather pattern for Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday as well in this part of the nation. And again, cold enough, especially up in upstate higher elevation locations, for some ice or snow flakes to mix in. Let's move forward. Clear skies this morning. All of a sudden, clouds will roll in by mid to late morning into D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and maybe even some shower activity this afternoon. And over the Great Lakes, lots of cold air, enough for some snowflakes. And look at this. Some blue showing up here all across western Pennsylvania by tomorrow morning, even upstate New York. Possibility of some graupel, which is really just like snow that melts partially on its way down to the ground. Ice pellets, snowflakes, again, in those interior higher elevation locations. This is Tuesday evening, and then we go into the day on Wednesday. And here's that Pacific storm system about to hit, impact California. By Wednesday morning, a lot of blue. This is May 3rd, Wednesday morning, a lot of blue snow showing up. Upstate Pennsylvania, upstate New York, with that sitting and spinning upper level low. Very unstable, very cold air in the upper part of the atmosphere, way below normal temperatures. By the way, the winds will be a noticeable factor over the next few days in this same chilly part of the nation, easily gusting up to 30 miles per hour or so. Places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and all surrounding suburbs. Not only 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts today, but tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Here we are midweek. We have to watch out across the Southern California coastline for this storm. Not a major storm, but something to watch out for. Kind of unusual for this late in the spring season. This upper level low finally gives up some ground by the time we get to the end of the work weekend. Here we are by Friday morning, probably a decent day on Friday in Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S., and then we'll look upstream for that next system at this particular time over the Mississippi Valley by Friday morning. So very, very chilly air mass for the next several days over the Great Lakes, the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. with this deep upper level low sitting and spinning. Meanwhile, there'll be another Pacific Ocean storm that could impact parts of California for the middle and latter parts of this very first week of the month of May. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, this has been meteorologist Paul Dorian.